Welcome back to Building with KC, guys. I'm KC, and today I want to take a little bit of a break from the building. Okay, we've been doing a bit of building over the past couple episodes. We've built this lovely nether building here, we've built our house here, and we've built our fish farm over there. I still haven't got around to doing any AFK fishing yet because we haven't finished it, and I do want to finish it. It does look a bit boring though. When you compare it to that, it does look a little bit boring, but it's okay, it's fine. I actually kind of like it, I do. I definitely want to do something on these bits and something back there, but I'm not sure what yet. I'm not sure what. For today's episode, what I want to do is I want to go caving. We haven't done a caving expedition yet, nor have we talked in a while, and I want to do both. I want to combine both. I thought we'd go explore some caves because I need some hoppers, which means I need a bunch of iron. So caving is the best way to go and get iron. So I'm going to try my best to find a cave. See if we can find a cave out back here. I would rather find some underneath. I've done some exploring, but not done a mass amount of exploring. So I definitely want to 100% find a cave around here. And I swore I could remember seeing one back here. Brought some wood with me. Now, unfortunately, we don't have diamond armor yet, but that'll come in time. So, yeah, I'm gonna get to find the cave, guys. Back with you when I found one. I found one. Let's see how deep it goes. There's a creeper down there. I am hoping to hopefully find a spawn so we've got some sort of mob farm. Because as of right now we have no way of gaining XP apart from breeding cows. And that's only good for so much. It gets really slow. So one tip when you cave it, put the torches on one side. I always put them on the right. Or put them on the left. That way if you're running up, I know, oh, these torches are on the left side. I'm going back to where I came from. Obviously there's some exceptions like these sort of larger rooms like this. Let's grab ourselves some coal because we're going to need some more torches since we've already ran out. But I didn't bother bringing coal with me because we'll find a ton. And two logs will get you enough sticks for a full stack of torches. Now I wish I could have brought some shulker boxes with me because that would have been really cool. We'd been able to get more goodies, but unfortunately we haven't been to the end yet and I think I just see an iron there. Yeah, cool, let's pick up this iron. Here's a skeleton. Unfortunately, it's just a default skeleton. I was hoping that it might have been a little spawner, but it does look like this cave's gone to nowhere. So I'm gonna go find another cave, guys. Back with you in a moment. It's Creeper Town. I did find another cave system. So hopefully, I want to get the gunpowder so we can stock up on some gunpowder ready for when we do get an elytra. Oh, he's gonna blow that up. Curse the creeper! Oh well, it is what it is. Do you know, I absolutely suck at finding caves on Minecraft. I just can never find a good one. And we spoke in a couple episodes ago, we spoke about a glitch that I was having that kept causing my game to endlessly crash. Figured out what the glitch was, so if you're having that issue, just try and swiftly turn your difficulty to peaceful. It has something to do with the drowns, and the drowns not despawning properly, so they just end up clogging up your world, and that doesn't really go anywhere. See, these are what I'm brilliant at finding. But when I actually find a proper cave, nah. So I think I'm going to sleep, and I'm going to go and look over there. So back with you again in a moment. Found another cave. It's taken a little while, actually. I've been searching for about 10 minutes. And this one looks like it's going to go to a dead end. Possibly. Let's just grab some coal. Grab the coal so we've got a little bit more for torches. I would have really loved to have come down here with diamond armor, but unfortunately, we just didn't have the levels yet. That's why I need a mob spawner. We need to find a mob spawner. We need to find a Minecraft dungeon so we can go ahead and make ourselves an XP farm. Now, I do have a cave spider one. I have found a cave spider one, and as a last resort, we can do that. But I always like to use a skeleton because it's multiple purpose, you know. We get bones for the bone block, which is a really cool block to use. So I do like the idea of that. Let's just do that. And yet again, another terrible cave. I do hear zombies, so we could dig around to try and find where they are, but I don't want to do that. Because that just bores me because I never can find them. Let's see if there's like another exit over here or something that might lead us down. Nope. So I have been looking really hard for these caves, but there is a plains biome right there. This is a dark oak forest that's out the back of our nether portal. I thought that was one then. I know there's coal in there, but I ain't gonna go there for coal. What about this? It's so thin. Nope. Okay, let's go into this plains biome. We could actually build a settlement here. This would be really cool. Let's go into swim mode. So yes, what I want to talk about is some changes to the channel, because I've been sort of like, for the past couple of months, we've been sort of like all over the place with the channel. I've not really got any direction per se, and that's not because I don't want to have direction, I do. It's just Minecraft videos are so hard to record, because they take me a long time to record. I gotta plan the episode, I gotta come up with a build, and then I gotta build it, and then, you know, it's usually about 2 to 3 hours worth of work for a 20-minute video. And so, I just haven't had the time to be doing both vanilla and modded, you know, with the addition of what's going on in my personal life, you know. Not that there's anything bad going on in my personal life, or anything like that, no. You know, it's just the case that the wife and I, we were talking recently. We sat down and we decided that there were some things that needed to change. One of those things that needed to change is we haven't decorated the whole house in several years. Like, we have decorated, but we've sort of decorated each room as we've gone. This looks like a good cave. Okay, this is a little bit of a bad area. Let's try and get up here and try and force the skeletons to come up here. But we've sort of been decorating the house room by room as we've sort of gone along. And this has resulted in some rooms being, you know, going years without a recoat or a redecorate or anything like that. And we've decided that now is the time, if there's ever a time, now's the time to do the whole house. Yeah, it's the first time we've had the money, if you will, to do the whole house in one swoop. Usually we'll put money aside, then we'll get, you know, a little bit saved towards a room, and then we'll go and we'll do that room, do furniture, do stuff like that. And we've sort of done that with all the rooms, and it's been going one room at a time over the span of a few years. Now, that being said, that's a good way of doing it. This is a pretty good cave. So that's a good way of doing it, right? Especially when you're a low-income family, or just putting your money elsewhere, which is usually my wife and I's problem. We usually put our money elsewhere. You know, we like to make sure we've got enough money saved aside. You know, we run 2 cars, so you know, I'm a gamer, my wife's a wrestling collectible, so we tend to put our money in other places. There's a lot of mobs around here. This could potentially be a spawner. There's a skeleton over there. I'm sure I saw some iron around here somewhere. Oh, you've got a punch bow. Okay, let's see. So yeah. But this time my wife and I, we were talking recently, and we were talking about the fact that we don't spend too much time together anymore. Which is true. My wife and I, we've sort of, I don't want to say we've grown apart, because we haven't grown apart. It's not that at all. It's just my wife went back to college, so that's kind of a time commitment for her. There's me, I've been working on building YouTube. I was doing 2 to 3 videos a day, you know, a couple of months ago. And I want to get back to that. But it was like, right now, we're sort of working a little bit on the house, and we did realize that we sort of stopped spending a lot of time together. You know, we did spend about an hour together a day, which was nice because it kept us from arguing and stuff like that. Not that we do argue, but you know, I do believe that time in a couple, time is very important. I actually watched another YouTuber called World's Night, and his wife, she travels the country doing stuff with cows. I think she's something to do like a dairy farmer or something, and she goes around doing stuff like that. You know, and you rarely ever hear him mention her in a bad light, if at all. And you know, I think that those two do so well simply because they're not around each other all the time. You know, and that's good. It's good to have that space, but there comes a time when space is just too much. When you're having too much space. You know, I would be in the bedroom from... Oh, we're out of coal. We're out of torches. Let's grab this coal. So I'd be in the bedroom recording videos most days. My wife working on her college work. And we weren't spending time together. So we decided that, hey, you know what, we want to change that. We want to spend some more time together. So we're going to decorate the house. Well, I say we decided. The wife decided we was going to decorate. And I got lumbered in it. I hate decorating. I can't stand it. I absolutely despise it. But I like wallpapering. But when it comes to painting, painting isn't for me. It's just not for me. Okay, I don't like it. Wow, this cave is a really bizarrely generated one. I've never seen one quite like this on Minecraft before. So yeah. So, oh, it's gravel. We're going in so many different directions. There's either a bunch of mobs around here, or we definitely have a spawner located somewhere around here. I don't want to go down too deep just yet, because I want to try and explore all these avenues. So we've gone so far down some avenues, but we've not gone all the way down. This is that spider's got effects. Creeper. Creeper's gonna creep. Check out him parkouring. Yeah, so I said to my wife a couple of days ago, I said, hey honey, you know what we should do? We should start streaming together again. And she was like, I don't know, I haven't streamed it in years. My wife hasn't. I've done the odd stream here and there over the past couple of years, but oh no, I do not want to be down here. I didn't have just check this out to see if there's a creeper anywhere. One creeper could destroy us. Okay, let's get ourselves back up. Much better. You know, and so I says, well, hey, kid, think about it, let me know what you think. And she was like, you know what, it will be fun. I'm really excited. So we've been working really hard over the past week or so to try and get ourselves ready to stream. We've been working on artwork for the stream. We've been working on just all sorts of stuff that you do. You work on for a stream. You know, you work on making sure you've got the right banner set. You make sure you've got the right game. You make sure you've got a bunch of different things together. And so, because I've been working on that, I haven't had the time to put it to YouTube that I normally put it to YouTube. And I realized about a week ago, I realized that, hey, you know what? You need to put more effort into YouTube again. And I could go ahead and I could start making more videos. That's one thing I could do. But the thing that I chose to do was to create a new series and to put the effort into this series just to see if I could. And I can do one good video a day. I can do one good video a day where there's planning into it, where there's all that kind of stuff, and it actually looks at least semi-professional. You know, I can do that. And I'm really happy. I'm really happy with this series. I love making these videos. But I have been thinking about the channel, and I want to get back to 3 videos a day, but I'm struggling for the time. I'm struggling for time, and I don't really know what to do. Like, I know that my wife and I, we're going to start achievement hunting again, which is something we used to do a lot of, and we're going to stream this achievement hunting, right? That's the plan, and then we're going to upload those videos to our YouTube channel. So there is going to be additional videos there. I'm going to break them down into Let's Plays and play them there. I'm also going to do Let's Plays for some games that I achievement hunt on. So we'll do some... How much iron have we got? Not even a stack. So basically, that's going to give me an additional video a day. You know, I'm going to get at least 1 extra video a day. So we'll go back up to 2 videos. Oh, this is a bit of a weird cavern. Not really much here. There's something up there. I don't really think I want to go up there though. There's a ton more places here to explore. This is one hell of a big cave. But yeah. So if you're watching this, let me know what you'd like to see on the channel. Okay? And first and foremost, I want to make this perfectly clear. I am not quitting Minecraft. I love this game. I have a ton of fun playing this game. I do not want to take this game away from this channel. I just merely want to find a way to do more videos. And it's not that I can take time away from anything else, because I literally spend all my spare time working on YouTube. I do. You know, it's very rare I get to spend time doing anything. And, you know, an example is I've been really pressed for time these past couple of days, okay? My daughter's had a couple of things going on at school that she's asked me to be there for. So in about half an hour, I've got to go up to the school, and I got to go around the school courtyard, and I got to find all these Easter eggs, and I got to solve these riddles. So I can't take time away from that, because I absolutely refuse to take time away from my daughter. I think it's very important that a father be's a part of their daughter's life. Okay? And then when we get back, I gotta then spend the time helping my wife set up her stream. You know, my wife isn't computer savvy. She's not very computer savvy. She's got a lot of the stuff done, but, you know, I've been working on mine this week. You know, I've been recording my video in the morning, and then I've been working on my stream. My wife's been at college at that point. My wife goes to college at like 7 o'clock in the morning. She leaves the house, and she doesn't get in until about 6 o'clock at night. It's kind of a trek to go to college and back, you know, for my wife. And because of that, she's not had the time of day that I've had to work on it. Obviously, I've recorded my video, and then when I could have recorded the second video and I did have a bit of free time, I've been like, you know what, I'm gonna work on the stream. I'm gonna make sure that I've got OBS running. I'm gonna make sure that I've got my audio all synced up. I'm gonna make sure I've got a good follower theme. I'm gonna make sure that I know how Steam Labs works, and I'm ready, you know. And I'm still not ready. I haven't played around with Moobot yet. I haven't had the time to play around with Moobot to try and figure out how he works again, or how she works, or how it works, or whatever gender Moobot is. But you know, and today when I'm gonna have that time, I'm not gonna be able to really do too much. I'm gonna try and figure Moobot out and have him ready for the stream. Let's do that. But if I'm being honest, don't really see that being a possibility. Simply just because I've got to like help my wife out. I'm wanting to get deeper into this cave. I want to grab some coal. I think I've got enough coal after this. I think I'm going to leave coal alone. Normally I'd collect all the coal, you know, and check all the avenues, but obviously doing this on camera, a little bit different. Unfortunately, we haven't really got to find a dungeon yet. Let's, can I do... No, you actually go up a lot further. Okay. We'll cut you off like that. So this is what I want. This is what I want to do. I want to do 2 Minecraft videos a day, and then 1 achievement hunting video a day. Okay? Now, the achievement hunting video is going to be easy, because it's just going to be ripped from my stream. Okay? And I run my streams very much like I run YouTube, you know. It's a lot of talking, a lot of energy, just a lot of time spending playing the game and talking about the game, so it'll feel like a Let's Play. And of course, I'm small, you know. There will probably be, you know, weeks where, just like when I started uploading to YouTube again, there was 1 to 2 views a week, you know. I mean, now we're at about 100 views a week I get, which is pretty good, and I'm really happy with that. But over on the stream, because it's going to be on Twitch, twitch.tv/KyleTheDevilDavis. If you want to go over there, I'll put a link in the description, of course. Small iron over here. But that being said, you know, I don't know if I'm going to have the time to do that. That's what I want to do. I really desperately want to do that. And that being said, I've also been having issues with my internet company again. So if you're not aware of the issues I've been having with my internet company, I hate my internet provider. I absolutely hate them. I can't stand them. They are incompetent bumholes. Okay, first of all, they lose payments on a monthly basis. And then when they find these payments, they are adamant that I paid somebody else's bill. They are adamant that I completely 100% intended to spend 60 quid paying somebody else's bill that I don't even know, who lives the opposite end of the country. Like, I'm a nice guy, and if I had the spare money and you needed to borrow it for it, I would probably lend you money. You know, I've lent my friends money at times before to pay their bills, and you know, or even just lent them money to go and buy a game because they've wanted a game. You know, I don't really hold much value in money. But I'm not going to pay a random stranger's bill for no reason. Just not going to do it. But they're adamant that I did. They're adamant that I did. And then I never got that money back, so I had to pay my bill twice. Because it was either that or not work, and I couldn't not work. And, you know, right now, I pay about 60 quid, which is about $80. Well, it's probably a little bit more than $80, probably about $90. I pay that much a month for 100 megabytes per second. What speed do I get? What do you think? What do you think? Join peak hours. What do you think? What do you think? 80? 80? Is that a reasonable speed? That's 20 lower. No. What about 60? What about 60? Okay, so peak hours you're bound to get lower. You know, maybe they're having a bad day. So what about 40? What about 40? No, it's got to be 20, and it's got to be 20. No, I get 3. I get 3. 3 megabytes download. To put that into perspective, I cannot watch a YouTube video in any form of HD without it consistently buffering. I get 3 megabytes per second. Promised 100, get 3. That's 93. They say that is normal during peak hours. It's not. And it's easy to prove. It's easy to prove. Because basically they use what's called fiber cables, which don't lose signal half as quickly as copper cables. And other companies, they use copper cables. Okay, and when I was with the other company that uses these copper cables, during peak times, I was promised 40 megabytes per second, okay? During peak times, I got, what do you think? 20? No. 10? No. I got 35 during peak times. I dropped 5 megabytes per second at peak times. So when everybody's on those cables, everybody's using those cables, you know, I'm getting only 5 less than what I'm paying for. Yet with my current internet provider who use stronger cables, more durable cables, I get only 3. Which that's a little bit ridiculous if you ask me. I'm not one to complain, but it's not just me. They have this problem with everybody I know. Almost every member of my family has at least had one bill from them that they have paid, but the internet provider said, no, you didn't pay. You actually completely intended to pay some random bill. Or just in general, they've said, nope, we haven't received a payment, despite them proving it, and they don't accept any proof. They want an official bank statement. That's the only way you can prove to them that you've paid it, okay? Which is all good and dandy, okay? Right? But you cannot put any marks in this bank statement for starters. It has to be completely unmarked, which means if I don't want them seeing that I spent $7.99 on Netflix, for example, yeah, well maybe I bought something that I don't want them to know about. You know, I don't want them to know if I'm watching pay-per-view. If I buy a wrestling pay-per-view, I don't want my internet provider to know about that. It's none of their business. That's my business. Especially because then they'll start wanting to sell me it. You know, I don't want them to know the things that I'm doing. I like my privacy, you know. But I'm not allowed to black that out. So they have to see my entire incoming and outgoing for that month. Okay, and that's ridiculous. Secondly, they are notoriously bad for saying that they have received stuff. I've made more phone calls than I can count, and they've never logged a single one of them. You know? So I send this bank statement in. Now, on top of this, right, my bank sends me one free bank statement. It has to be an official bank statement from the bank. You can't print one out. They won't accept that. They won't accept a printed one out. No, it has to be one that's done on the bank-headed paper. So when the bank sends you a statement, you get it on a special paper that has usually their logo on the top corner, and it's sort of like indented slightly into the paper. Okay, Now they send you one of these every 3 months, detailing your last 3 months worth of services with them. Now you can completely opt out to have the bank do this and go paperless, and usually you get a couple extra perks if you do. So that's one option, right? But you only get one. You get one. If you want any more, you then have to go to your bank and say, hey, I need a statement from this date to this date. And they will charge you a fee. And this fee is quite hefty. It's usually somewhere in a couple of 20s. So, you know, it's like £10 a sheet or £10 a month or something like that. You know, it's not cheap. We almost died there. But I think that's a... I thought I saw a chest back here. I really thought I saw a chest. You know, they charge you 10 to £15 a statement. You know, I've got 2 different bank accounts with 2 different banks. One charges £10 a statement, so it's just £10 for as many sheets as you want, and they'll do that up to 6 months. The other one is £15 a month that you want a statement for. You know, and they have the perfect right. They only have to provide you with one. Now you can't photocopy that one that they send you because my internet provider will not accept that. They will not accept a photocopy. They will not accept a printout. They will not accept a screenshot. You cannot email them. You have to physically post it. They are an internet service provider and you cannot email them. They do not have an email address for you to email it to. I've said to them, when I've been speaking to them, I've said to them, accountants, I've said, look, I've got the proof here. I've got a screenshot of my online banking. You can see absolutely everything. Allow me to send it to you. Sorry, we do not have an email for this service, and you cannot send us this. We need an official bank statement from your bank. But I've sent you one. You've lost it. It's costing me money. And that's how it goes around. That's the route that I go around with them over and over again, you know, and that's the route that everyone goes around. They want that official statement. But even if when you send it them, they claim to not have received it. I've sent them it recorded delivery, which costs about £5 to £6 to send one letter, which should cost, you know, 50p to send. I've spent £6-7 sending that letter, so I know they've got it. But then what do? When I say I've sent to you, they go, well then, I say, please send us receipts so we can trace it. And the exact same thing. They want the original receipt. They don't want a copy. Wow. Yeah, hard. They don't want a copy. They don't want a photocopy. You cannot send it to an email address because they do not have an email address to send it to. They want the official one. But of course, you send that, that's your proof gone. That is your proof gone. You can no longer prove that you've sent it. You know? And this is the thing, right? If you want another copy of that, the post office near me, they charge you, I think it's like £2.50 or something like that. I can't remember how much it is for a copy of it, for an additional copy, right? But I said to the girl behind the counter, okay, I said, how much copy? And she says, you sent this to Virgin, aren't you? I goes, yes. And she says, free, because they just keep losing them. The amount of people we've had come to us, and she knew, she dealt with them. There is not a single person in my village that I know that has not had issues with our internet service provider. So, it's taking me a while to upload videos is what I'm getting. I went on a little bit of a rant there about my internet service provider, but they've been driving me crazy. I just hope that I'm going to be able to stream with them. I'm mainly annoyed because it's costing me work, you know. I'm losing out on money because I've not got a stable internet connection. You know, and for a guy who's trying to work really hard for like 2 weeks of the month, so that I can then spend 2 weeks of the month where I don't have to do any work, because like I say, I work for myself. So I pick my own hours. So, you know, I could put extra time and work in the first 2 weeks of the month and then chill out the last 2 weeks of the month, which is what I normally do. I normally put in a couple of strong weeks where I get like a month's worth of work done. And then I'll usually catch up on some TV, etc, etc. But now what I want to do is I want to switch that around a little bit. Instead of catching up on some bad TV, I want to stream and I want to work on YouTube. So, you know, it's kind of what I want to do. But they're making that next to impossible because, you know, I needed to do something for a client yesterday. I needed to do something. I can't really say what, but I had to do something. Okay, but that involved me going to a website. Okay, and I had to go on that website, and I then had to do something on that website. But it took me 2 hours for that website to load. 2 hours for me to do that. I needed a logo off the website so I could do something for the client, and I couldn't get that logo. I just couldn't get it because every time I tried to load up the website, it kept crashing. And I emailed my client. And my client actually got back to me and said to me, hey, you know what, there was this website and this website and this website. And they linked me to a couple of other people that they'd hired to do the similar job that I did that was using the logo. And I couldn't get on any of those websites. So I decided, hey, you know what, I'm gonna watch a small streamer. Nah, couldn't load Twitch up. Okay, I'm gonna watch a YouTube video. I put on Hermitcraft, Mumbo's most recent episode of Hermitcraft. I'm done mining for today, by the way. So I put on Mumbo's most recent episode of Hermitcraft. I put it in 360p and it was buffering. 360p and it was buffering almost consistently. It's just, it's not on. So, guys, I think I'm just gonna recap there's iron there. Actually, let's grab a screenshot. That's a pretty cool one. So, essentially, how much iron did we get? We got almost 2 stacks. If I go and get that iron there, we'll probably have 2 stacks. There is more iron down here, obviously, but I ain't gonna concern myself with it. I think 2 stacks is enough for the hoppers that we'll need to finish off that fish farm. So yeah. And the problem is, right, the problem that I'm having is when you load up mod packs and you load them up when you've got no internet connection or your internet is bad, it sometimes corrupts like your user data and you end up losing your items. I lost them in Sky Factory at one point. So I'm very hesitant to actually load up like Lost Souls. Now, I tried, you know, if you're wondering where Castle Quest is, I actually got a message saying that they thought I'd quit because I hadn't uploaded a video or been on the server in a while, and the truth is I just can't connect to it. Because every time I try to, I time out. Because my internet connection at the minute is just terrible. So, my wife has said that she is going to, she's going to give them a call because the internet is in my wife's name. We had a little bit of a disagreement. I left our internet service provider originally and went with one that was a lot slower. I was paying roughly the same. I was paying a little bit less actually. And I was getting a little bit more. I was getting a TV and phone as well. But my point stands that well, my wife hated that internet because she couldn't watch anything. You know, she couldn't upload. I couldn't upload. We couldn't stream. This was back when we was both streaming. This is why we originally stopped streaming because obviously it was either paying 3 or 4 times our bill for services that we weren't really getting. So she's going to give him a call today and hopefully we get it fixed. But if you want to follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Kyle the Devil Davis, and I will put a link to my wife's channel down there as well. I will tell you what her channel is, but she's currently in the process of renaming it and she's undecided on a name yet. So if I give you a link or tell you what it's going to be, there's a very high likelihood that it would have changed. Oh, wait. I'm in a flipping forest. Okay, F3. Let's see. Nope. This way. Yes. Okay, this way is home. Let's get around here. But yeah, guys, that's good for this episode, guys. So to recap, I want to get back to 2 to 3 videos a day. We'll just see what my internet provider does with the internet. Hopefully it gets fixed. I'm very hopeful that it will. I don't know why I'm hopeful, but I am. I choose to be hopeful rather than not because it's certainly better hoping that it'll get fixed than crying because it won't. But I'm a little rant. Thanks for being with me on that rant, guys. Sometimes I don't do it often. It's not something that I want to make the channel around. I don't want to call companies out. I don't want to be that guy that voices his opinions strongly about companies that he just doesn't like. But sometimes when a company does something bad and it's consistently bad, they do definitely need to... They do need to get their act together, so... You know... The company really has to get under my skin. For me to rant about them in a video. I wasn't even meant to rant about them. So yeah, I think that's going to do it for this episode, guys. So if you've enjoyed the video, please do consider leaving a like. It really helps that channel. I really do appreciate it. So please do leave that like. I'm KC, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.